because I made some other cool videos about how to use string lights outdoors for camping, whether you have an AC outlet or not, they could also be battery powered and using a dimmer. I was also asked to review these new string lights, and these are 100-foot S14 style string lights. So let's check it out. What's in the box? First, there are some safety instructions, so pay attention to this and save these instructions. Yeah, like anyone does that. So probably the first thing to go in the trash. So it looks like this comes with 4 extra globes. These globes are just the outside part. The plastic on these is much thicker than the round style globes. And it'll snap back out, but it's pretty tough. Here it includes 4 extra LED bulbs, so the bulbs and the globes are separate from each other. These bulbs come bundled up pretty nice. Hopefully they'll be easy to take them apart without tangling. These bulbs do not have hooks on them. They just have a little hanging eyelet. When you unscrew the outside, it just unscrews the globe, and then the bulb is separate on the inside. So the bulb itself is probably waterproof, but the globes are not waterproof. Water can get in through here, here, and around here, and get into the globe. But the globes do have a drain hole at the bottom. So any moisture that gets in there, as long as the globe is hanging down, the moisture will come out. I counted 32 bulbs on this 100-foot strand, so you have 1 bulb every 3 feet. It comes with 4 replacement globes and 4 replacement bulbs. It looks like all the bulbs that it came with are burning bright, so no issues there. In addition to hanging these bulbs up in the yard, I'm going to do a really cool light signage project using these bulbs, and I'm going to publish a making of video. I would like to compare these S14 bulbs to the G40 style bulbs. So let me turn this sideways like this. What's interesting to me is like they look like they both use the same cable. They're both 20 gauge wires and the sizes look identical, which I'm surprised because this S14 bulbs, they're heavier, so they're going to put more load on this wire. What I would have liked to see is a wire that has some kind of reinforcement in it, like a Kevlar or fiberglass string or something like that, that reinforces this wire. Because especially at 20 gauge wire, that's pretty thin strands. That's not to say that these bulbs can't hold up their own weight. They should obviously be designed for that. However, I would make sure to use these eyelets or hooks on every few lights to make sure that they're properly supported. I would not hang the whole strand just from the ends over its 100-foot length. I do notice a very slight flickering in some of these bulbs. Like this one for some reason seems like it's flickering a little bit, and it's usually when it's like out of the corner of my eye. But I've experienced that slight flickering with most LED products that are connected up to AC. Now I'm going to show how you can use this outdoor dimmer that's designed especially for LED string lights to control the brightness of your string lights. This is really nice if you want to set a specific mood, if you want to lower the lights, it's too bright. It works really well. I especially like to use this one for camping when I want just enough ambient light that we can see and not stumble over stuff around the campground, but at the same time I don't want it to be too bright and either disturb the neighbors or like brighter than the fire. You know, these lights can actually get quite bright when it's dark outside. So right now we're at the brightest setting. I'm going to go down 1 step at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go back up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the brightest. So one thing that's odd about running these lights on the dimmer is I noticed that I don't notice the flicker anymore that I talked about earlier when they're plugged in directly. When they're plugged in directly, I see a flicker. When they're on the dimmer, even at full brightness, I don't see that flicker anymore. So the dimmer actually improves the lighting effect. Even when I move my head around, I don't see that flicker.